Robert England here, a.k.a. Freddy Krueger, and you're listening to Toxic Radio. Check it out or die slow.
What's up? This is Whitney Payton, and you're having your ears penetrated by Toxic Radio. Dub P?
Hey, buddy. Rah. Hey, man, that's a sweet heavy metal happy hour t-shirt. Where'd you pick that up?
Thanks, dude. I got it at the Toxic Radio shop.
Toxic Radio has a shop?
Yeah, dude. It's in the app or online at toxicradio.net.
That is sweet.
Yeah, and I also got a rockin' Toxic Radio hoodie and a Red Band Underground shirt. Dude, I'm gonna look so rockin' at the party tomorrow.
Well, I think you look pretty now.
Oh, wait, what?
The Toxic Radio shop is the place to get all your Toxic Radio gear. Shirts, hoodies, stickers. Find it at toxicradio.net or on the app. Don't buy it safe. Buy it toxic. Hey, where you going, man?
Hey, this is Mike Busey, and when I'm not touching myself, I'm listening to Toxic Radio. Don't play it safe, play it toxic.
Okay, we all know shit's getting pretty weird recently.
Real wrath of God type stuff.
Exactly.
Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies. Rivers and seas boiling.
40 years of darkness, earthquakes, volcanoes, the dead rising from the grave.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Well, maybe not all that bad, but people are stuck at home, we're disinfecting everything in sight, and there's no damn toilet paper.
None of this makes sense.
But here's one thing you can count on. Toxic Radio will be here, rocking on with great music and as many of your favorite shows as possible, like the Heavy Metal Happy Hour and Supreem's Funky Contradiction. And of course, nothing can stop the hair metal weekends. So keep it right here with Toxic Radio, and we'll see you through to the other side of this mess. In the meantime, this is the whole crew at Toxic Radio saying, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep rocking. This is one time it's okay to play it safe, but never with your music. Always play your music toxic. While you're rocking with us at Toxic Radio, don't forget to check us out on social media.
I want details, and I want them right now.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Now you're talking, brother.
Chat with us, keep up on news. Just don't make it weird. Don't be a stalker. Don't be that guy.
You just want to suck the joy out of everything.
Toxic Radio. Get infected.
Talk about this, but you gon' come like that?
Oh no, yo, don't.
Yo, I heard you try to diss, man. You trying to rap?
Oh no, yo, don't. What's up, y'all? Excuse me for being so excited about hearing the theme music, but we didn't have none last week. We had to go Acapulco.
Acapella.
Yeah.
Acapulco is a place.
We had to do that too. Shout out to might as well jump right into it.
I'm sorry.
We got you happy today. I done wore some colorful colors and you just very giddy. Shout out to Miss Liz. What's happening? AKA a Liz bitch.
Hi.
How you doing?
Awesome. I'm feeling
Was you
great
here last
today.
week? No, you wasn't here last week. We ain't had no theme music. We ain't had no Liz. We didn't have nothing that we needed to make me happy.
I'm sorry. I won't be here next
Except
week
for
either.
Oh yeah, you're going to the beautiful state of Connecticut.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out to Connecticut. I've been a lot of places down there. Had a good time. Had a lot of touring going on, and plus that's where WWE is at. When you ride down 95,
Really?
When you ride down 95, you'll see the building, and it looks like a fortress.
Shut up.
Yeah, I guess it's around the early part of Connecticut.
You know what's gonna suck if John Cena's there, because guess what?
You
can't see him.
Well, yeah, I'm about to say that's if you go. You ain't gonna. I'm sure you ain't gonna get nowhere near that building unless you was invited. Shout out to our producer. And this is one thing that did make me happy last week, that I didn't have to go through that alone. And as always, my main man who held it down. And we had a great time, by the way. Don't get it twisted. Don't think the show was whack. The show was all that because of the producer who holds it down always on every show that we do here on Toxic Radio. Give it up for Mike. Oh, I'm sorry, Toxic Mike.
Toxic Mike. Come on.
It's like I called you out of your surname.
Don't.
My name is Mister.
Don't make my mom upset. She called me Toxic Mike when I came out for a reason.
No, she didn't.
And she wants to make sure that name sticks and that people call me it properly. Show me the respect I deserve.
I respect my authority.
You better put some respect. Who said
put
that?
Some respect.
Yeah,
baby from Cash Money said that. So we got a great show today. Before we start the show, I want to say shout out. I wanted to say something. Oh man, my homie is on life support, and I want to give his organs are shutting down. He's a mentor to me. One of the persons that got me into strong activism in the city of Philadelphia and around the country, Brother Malik Aziz. We want to say I'm sending prayers to his family, and God is still God, and he things happen for a reason, and it ain't over till it's over. But in the meantime, I just want to say I love him and thank you for putting me in position. Because of that, man, I was on around the mayor regularly, around Bernard Hopkins regularly. We took me on a 30-city school tour, took me around the country speaking to a lot of kids. The reason why I speak to kids and do so much for children in my career is because of that man. And it was something that I always didn't mind. I never mind being a mentor or talking to kids, but he was the catapult that threw me into that field wholeheartedly and both feet down into the ground. On every drug corner, we was standing on the drug corners, preventing the drug dealers to sell drugs while the kids could play. I didn't volunteer for that one, but I didn't run from it either. Anyway, so Malik Aziz, man, my prayers are to you. My prayers are to you. And you did one of his other compadres passed too. CB, he was another big activist because of Malik. I think I met CB first. That's how I met Malik. But CB introduced me to Malik, and that's how I got into the streets of Philadelphia, really going hard. Me and Dr. Shock just really putting our heart where it's always been, like for the people, and been for the people ever since. And I think I wanted to say something else, but anyway, we're not going to get into all that. I just wanted to say that, definitely that, because I just found that out today. So that kind of just wiped my whole mood away. But today we got a special guest. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Cashville. I don't know if y'all hip with the slang of calling Nashville Cashville. But I've been hip with a few artists from Cashville. I was on tour with Jelly Roll. I know Young Buck is from there, from G Unit. I met a cool brother by the name of Phelo The Great from down there. And he kind of like me. And he's like the me of Philadelphia to Nashville, because he's on the ground, he does the work, and he put out great music. He's for the people, and now he's into radio. But we're going to let him tell his story and talk about all the things that he has going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my guest tonight, Phelo The Great.
Yeah, was good.
Hold on, Phelo. I'm sorry. Radio. There we go. Phelo, you in the building now. I hear you good. We had you muted for a second.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. All right, what's good?
Oh, man, I wanted to say thank you for last week. We had a great conversation with me, you, and Buggy on your platform, and that's
right
available now. If you want to hear, how you say, get it from the mud, if you want to learn about getting it from the mud,
right,
that's what we basically talked about, and we talked about getting it from the mud in the middle of COVID-19. So that was on your show. So on our show today, the Funky Contradiction, we want to know about Phelo The Great. Like how I've heard of the album Philosophy, great album. Something about Tennessee artists, Memphis, they get to shine. Like Nashville always get to shine for country music. Like how did hip hop come into Nashville, Tennessee, whereas it's kind of, I guess you could say it's buried under the persona that country is Nashville and hip hop is in Memphis?
Right. Well, I'm from Memphis. That's where
that soul comes
raised from. So Yeah, so I'm from Memphis actually,
Mm.
but I came to Nashville. But Nashville always had dope artists. Like always, it was always a hip hop and R&B scene in Nashville. But like you said, it has been, I would say, not so buried, but the light hasn't been shined on hip hop and R&B on urban music in Nashville due to country music, due to pop music. So Nashville is known as Music City and not Country Music City.
There you
So
go.
it's a variety of artists here in Nashville, and now I feel like we starting to get recognition basically because what Nashville stands for as a city. This is one of the few cities you can have access to major studios and produce great work, but don't have TMZ jumping out the bushes.
Right.
You know what
That's
I
cool.
mean? So you can sneak in, sneak out. It's a lot of A-list artists come to Nashville and record.
Yeah.
Right,
But
right, and
we kind of
record.
only thing with Philly is we basically next door to the mecca of hip hop. Like far as we hour and a half away from New York, and everything that happened in New York basically happened at the same time in Philadelphia. And it didn't have the region jump, like go to the West Coast, go to the South, and go to the, like it always was here from 79 to now. Now, did you have to wait for that splash to hit the South, like when Atlanta and, like I said, 8 Ball and MJG, they from Memphis, right? Tennessee?
Right. But 8 Ball and MJG had to leave the city to get on. They got on in the city. They was known in the city underground, but majorly when they became major artists, it happened in Houston, Texas, under Tony Draper and Suave House.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where they had to go, and then it came back to the city. But the city always showed Ball and G love. So shouts out to Ball and G too, because that's an influence on me. That's why I do what I do right now. It's because of artists like 8 Ball, MJG, 3-6 Mafia, Scarface, Outkast, you know what I'm saying? And not to mention Nas, because Nas is my favorite East Coast artist, to be honest. I always found Nas to be very fascinating with his lyrics.
He's a great
he got me on
storyteller.
a song with he got me in, just like you said. That's what really got me when he spit the whole song backwards.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He spit a whole song in reverse. You know what I'm
shooting the
saying?
gun,
So
right?
yeah, so that's what got me really on Nas. When he did that, that solidified it. But I got on him when he was with the Firm, him, AZ, and Foxy Brown.
I think
so, they was dope.
That was I think the reason why that kind of crossed over to everybody, because they had them Dr. Dre beats. That Dr. Dre got that, I don't know, I won't say Southern, but he got that definitely West Coast. It makes everything universal, and and it was so far from the usual boom bap that you might have heard from an East Coast gritty group, and it put that pretty on it. Because one thing about Southern artists, they got melodic music. Like it's very, like your music is very melodic. Like Philosophy is to me like I could just sit back. I don't even smoke.
I love that though. I love that storytelling aspect.
I don't even want to smoke.
That's my favorite.
But I'm telling you,
Outkast too. Outkast does it too. They got some of the best stories.
Yo, you swinging in the car with them when you listen to Philosophy, and that's a few about 2-3 years old, right? But you swing, and then I listened to the new stuff. I was like, well, you know, I don't think you're gonna change your lane or go anywhere out of the like pocket, but just like was that artist on Hood, HOOD? Is that he a young boy, or he like is he an OG, or is he new? He sound like a kid.
They young. They young.
And that's what I did with my. That's what I did with my bucket list. Yeah, I jumped on like
they out there. They out there in Florida. Matter of fact, they out of Florida.
HWD.
Yeah.
Everything is GWD.
Yeah,
That's your
yeah.
But and the thing is very melodic, but it's just that the rhythm of it is like it ain't that hardcore beat somebody, choke somebody throat. It's just like let's just fall back, get in this car, sit in these nice big soft seats, and ride around Tennessee.
It's chill music.
And chill. You know what I mean?
It's chill music.
Exactly.
Right. And see, me, I'm more of a lyricist. Like, so with that song, all right, so let's take Hood and My Music. Hood is from the head music camp, meaning the concept, the creation of it came from Hood, came from head, came from here. So that's why I'm only on the hook. Right. But as far as the lyrics, they took off with it because they felt it. You know what I'm saying? They felt that beat.
Right.
And so I just gave them a concept and put the hook on it, and La La and Peasy, they ran with it, and they put their foot in it.
You did the production?
Opposed to Mr. Kinfolk did the production. Pretty much on I work with various producers, but Mr. Kinfolk is like the home producer. That's in-house. And so he's my business partner with Head Music. So it's me and him that form Head Music. Mr. Kinfolk
Let them know what Head
Productions
stands for. HEDD.
And Head stands for Hustling Every Damn Day.
Hustling every damn day. I swear to God,
Hustling
man.
every
That's
damn
what I said, man. It's like you definitely my Southern brother. Cause
much love.
We've never met face to face, but it's just so much things that you do. So many things that you do and how you do it. It reminds me of myself. It's like everything is like, about the grind and the hustle, which is a Southern thing, man. Y'all really got us. We was used to be good and get a record deal and become the next big rape victim of a record company. The South basically told us how to get it from the mud, sell it out the trunk. It wasn't just it was I guess what's that my man he got the book called Respect from Texas. Ghetto Boys.
Jay Prince.
Jay Prince. Jay Prince is
that's
Tony
OG,
Draper.
Triple OG.
They influenced Master P's and Cash Money's and I guess guys like yourself. And
Correct.
So is this something that like when you got into hip hop, were you like really young or like I'm a teenager? I'm a teenager.
I'm telling you, I was there. I followed. I'm a real diehard hip hop fan. I'm talking about. I know I used to rush home, and down south we wasn't getting any play on TV.
Right.
Like back then when music, we wasn't getting no play on TV. So when I rushed home and watched Yo MTV raps and stuff, that's a Sonic. It was Cool G rap. You know what I'm saying? And I saw all these people, but when I go outside, I'm hearing other music. But to make a long story short, when I was growing up, it wasn't no gangster rap. It was hip hop. Will Smith, DJ Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? Parents just don't understand.
A little bit of West Coast from the Supreme Dream Team.
Right.
The world famous Dream Team show.
JJ Fad, Supersonic, and all that stuff back then before really gangster rap really hit.
We call it before NWA.
Oh wow.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
NWA
Once
put a whole.
When was this?
It was over.
89, 88, 89.
When I was born.
88, 89 is when NWA came out. Well, Eazy-E, and then they all was together basically. But that was that whole thing. Because before then, Dr. Dre was in the World Class Wrecking Crew. Who was singing on "Turn Off the Lights" with Michelle, Lonzo, Michelle, all of them.
Yeah.
They were singing love songs. Yeah. Like the West Coast is about love and partying and smoking and the beaches. East Coast is about head banging and how gritty the projects was, and the South came along with like, you know what? Check out these big old asses we got.
Yeah, but you know what? As
far as like the Florida Atlanta thing,
I like the South.
But Nashville came with the melody.
They got that chopped and screwed thing too. I love that how everything's like.
That's the Texas.
That's
Texas.
I love it though because everything's slow and just chill. Like that's what I love though. Everybody's like. Chill. Everybody savors every moment. Like, I don't know.
Now, was you influenced by the 3-6 Mafia? Because they basically came and just tore the head off of everything. It was like the Ozzy Osbournes of hip hop.
I'm from Memphis, so we used to, line up. Yeah, line up for the tapes. Like before,
Fly Till I Die is still one of my favorite songs.
They had the mixtapes,
Yeah.
They had Paul and Juicy 610. We used to line up, and you had to go to like Stereo One. That's the only place you can pretty much get the tapes, and that's how it started with 3-6, and like I say, Ball and G, they had left and got on, but man, I'm influenced by all that. I'm from Memphis. And we got our own sound. We always did our own thing. Yeah. We created it.
It's like they did erratic rap. They be like, "Take the club up."
Yeah.
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 See, but that's what I'm saying. And when I hear your music, now does Nashville has its own hip hop like sound? Like, this is the Nashville hip hop sound. Like, they can say Memphis is like from Stax Records and that soul and all that stuff come down from Stax. Like, does Memphis have? Does Nashville have? Like, I'm gonna tell you, the first artist I ever heard from Nashville, no lie, was Young Buck. There you go. Tear the club up. Look at it. They look like they about to tear something up. Like that. So I was hip to I was hip to Young Buck first. I guess Young Buck was the first artist I heard from Nashville ever in my whole entire life. Like I went to a music conference in Texas. I want to say what is that thing in Texas they doing?
South by Southwest.
South by Southwest. And they had these dudes from Nashville there, and we was all in the back of the club site because he was like, "Yo, Shawty Young want to go in the club to party out here," and we went in the back. And I was hanging with the Nashville dudes, and then we was just freestyling and drinking. They was just having a good time. So ever since then, I was like, "Yo, Nashville got some artists," and everybody's like, "Ooh,
Southern Hospitality."
I was like, "You got to hear these guys from that." It might have been you. You never know. It's such a small world. It might have been you or somebody that you know because the hip hop community in Nashville, outside of Young Buck, is the only person I knew. But he had to go to Cash Money or Lil Wayne and all them to get put on before he got on with G Unit. And then Jelly Roll. You familiar with Jelly Roll?
I'm familiar with Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll is a cool big white boy, and he grew up in the hood. Like him and his and the thing,
Haystack before Jelly Roll.
And I heard of Haystack first, but only in magazines. I never heard his music because something about the things that was in the Source magazine. There you go, old Jelly Roll. We was on tour with Jelly Roll. He was like, "Yo, Jelly Roll is so funny." He's like, "You can't go nowhere in Nashville. You could throw a rock and hit a guitar player." It's like that's how many guitar players that come to Nashville to, I guess, get, like how actors go to Hollywood to get their big break.
Right. So think about Atlanta, right? Mm-hmm. How right now everybody, if you feel like you have a skill in music or a talent in music, you're gonna run to Atlanta to try to work your music. Feel like that's where your big break gonna come from. Everybody flocks to Atlanta. Just like when it comes to movies and you want to be an actor or actress, you run straight to LA. You go straight to Hollywood. So Nashville is like that with country music and pop music. If you got a guitar and you grew up around the guitar and you feel like you belong in country music, you're going to flood here to Nashville. And that's just where it's at because you have a better chance of getting on here in Nashville with pop and country music than anywhere else because it's set up for it. Nashville can compete with LA, New York, and Atlanta because we have the same labels, the same representation here in Nashville. It's just not for urban and urban music as of yet. Now they just now starting to come.
They do have. I found that out that they have Sony Music is in Nashville, and my homie, shout out to Rich Waller, my partner. He goes to different studios. Remember I called you that time? He said he was at a studio, this big studio, huge. I mean, you knew the name of the studio, and it was actually that. And it actually was that studio. But
Blackbird Studio,
and y'all sounds and musicianship and studios, like the sounds that they could build you in Nashville, could I guess knock over a tree.
Grade A, and but like I was saying earlier, people love Nashville because as an A-list artist, you can come here and don't have to worry about TMZ jumping out the bushes.
Right.
You can come record a whole album and don't nobody care. Like we won't even know because this is Music City.
I'm recording one too.
Like it's normal. Right. So, and it's like we not looking to break your story or none of that. This Music City for real. Like the bars be open, you can hear somebody playing on the street, in the bar. If you got a good time, the voice, hey, Nashville, where you want to be.
Hey, Mike, can I get a little bit of that HOOD, that hood, that joint is nice. I want you to hear this song.
Oh, the song?
Yeah.
Let me get over there. Let me change seats.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he's a navigating fool over here, man. He is the. We're gonna talk about Valerie Denise Jones in a minute, but he's the Valerie Denise Jones of Toxic.
Yeah. So let me cue that up. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, I like that record. It was like, but it feels good. It's like it felt good, and it was so solid and real, and you can hear your voice and your influence all over. That's why I was like, is these young guys? Or young kids? Because they sounded very young, and it's hard to tell nowadays because you don't know. You can have somebody that energy,
they
that
got
youthful
that young
energy.
Flavor Supreme.
Right.
Shout
out to Lacey B.
They got that young flavor.
She's my young flavor.
You want to play the hood song?
Yeah.
All
play
right,
the hood song, and then we're gonna play that trailer too in a little bit.
H-double-O-D, 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 hood, living, T-double-O-D, T-double-O-D.
H-double-O-D hood, run it up on me, I wish you would. One thing you hoes gotta get understood. I do what I want and y'all do what y'all could. I'm cute, but I ain't never been shallow. Your old man in my DM like, hello, it's good. I ain't never had too many real friends. Keep it close, watching my shadow. Can't trust me, diamond shine bright, that's yellow. And DR, they say that's Amarello. That's ball hard, call it Carmelo. Personality stay on mellow. I compete with myself, not you. You niggas must be confused. When you say my name, don't misuse. They hyping you up cause they want you to lose. Ooh, I just can't stop shining, bright, slapper, holder, night eye, might. And they go for these niggas as well. The ones like the gossip, the ones like the tell. Yeah. Got it locked, no bill. Making moves, no smell.
H-double-O-D, H-double-O, I'm H-double-O-D, 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 hood, living, T-double-O-D, 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 good. I'm H-double-O-D, 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 hood, H-double-O-D, H-double-O, I'm H-double-O-D, 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 hood, living, T-double-O-D, 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 good. I'm H-double-O-D, 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 hood.
Hey, niggas be hating and bitches the same. Good in the hood, yeah, they all know my name. Keep it one, ain't got no change. Niggas in the hood, yeah, they all want fame. I want the money,
I feel it. Shout out to Phelo, man. That was that's what I'm saying, man. You when we can blend the what we do, because we from the muscle, we from the prime, I guess, when hip hop was a baby. So we actually we're bridging the gap, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what I do with Bucket List or Lacey B, what you just did with what are the artist's name again?
But all right, so that's Prince Peasy and Lala Chanel. So they go by Peasy and Lala.
Lala
they out of Florida.
Like, she got like a little bit of city girls, but as actually like city girls that could actually really rap. Like
I like that.
Like she got the tone of the city girls, but with bars. I like that.
Right.
Attitude.
And
She's
got
that attitude.
Yes, and the beat is crazy.
Correct.
The attitude and the attitude is dope.
And that's what the co-host remind me of.
Which one, mine?
Yeah, because the name. See, to have a name like that, to have a name like that, you gotta have the attitude, because you're not gonna name yourself that if you don't have that attitude to feel that.
Liz,
so you gotta have.
You used to be like that though.
I used to be really bitchy.
You calm
really
down though.
mean.
It's like
I'm on Prozac
she's
now.
She's so calm now.
I'm being honest.
We're
I'm
gonna
on
have to call
Prozac
her.
now.
We're gonna have to call her Lizzie Mello, because Lizzie bitch that went out the window. The woman I came to know was off the chain, yo. And she was like, I said, yo, I need her as a co-host.
Oh my God, I was.
You good as a co-host
but when I was that girl and I was your co-host, I literally was arguing with like all your listeners.
Not with me. You on your show.
But, that's true. I respected this show.
It was cool on this show. On your show, you went crazy. But but that's what I'm saying. Like this,
I might go crazy again on my show. When
this
it comes
gets
back.
me to the next question. Is I found a new love. Like far as not you, Liz.
Oh.
No, I do love you. You are.
Oh, thank you. But
I mean, you come with the whole package of the new thing that I love. And when I'm talking about what I love, I'm talking about the passion of radio.
Oh.
Like I mean, but I picked it. I seen it how I wanted it to go. I know the show was gonna be. Mike came to me with an idea. I know I wanted to talk about all kinds of things. I ain't want just a hip hop radio show. And he gave me that platform on Toxic Radio. And I knew I wanted a spicy female co-host that was a little bit off of Prozac. Thank an
alcoholic. I was an alcoholic too.
Yeah, thank God she's on all this stuff now because she's such a beautiful.
I stopped drinking.
She's like a beautiful person in a very. But I seen it all, and I was like, this is how I want the radio show to go.
I stopped doing stupid shit.
There you go, and
I just
that's
know
a
weed
lesson.
now.
So then, the Way Back Wednesday thing is like me and CL Smooth on another station. But he plays all old school hip hop, and me and Mills just come in and talk. So I'm like, so in between the two shows of Funky Contradiction and Way Back Wednesday, I'm like, y'all really good at this radio thing, man. I'm like, I really like this is almost like I'm almost almost like this better than writing lyrics.
Can I just say the other day I said flat out, I was like, wow, I came a long way from hitting a tranny with a riding crop. And Jeff goes,
that's how she got
what
hired.
The fuck are you talking about? And I was like,
that's how I seen a phone clip of her beating the shit out of somebody's ass. I didn't know it was a tranny, but she was whipping somebody's ass with a whip, a riding crop, and I was like, I need her to be my co-host. And then we named her Elizabeth and all that shit.
Oh no, I've been Elizabeth forever. That's been my Instagram name for like
that
10 years.
It just came
for
along
like 10,
with the program.
My name is Elizabeth. And I was known as like a bitch. Like I was known as the bitchy bartender where I used to work, and I was like a bitch. People were intimidated by me and scared of me. So I made my Insta name like 10 years ago. Fuck Elizabeth, meet Elizabeth.
I was a little scared, but then I got intrigued. Actually,
that was my MySpace name.
I got turned on.
That was my MySpace name. Oh my god, that's so long ago.
She's off the chain. I said this could be good radio. But what made you take is this something you always wanted to do? Because like I said, like you and Valerie, and you got your name. What's the name of your company?
Boss Radio Live.
Boss Radio
Live. Me and
right.
Valerie, right. And me and Valerie together, we make up Big Boss Media. So
okay.
Valerie has big media.
Yes.
And shouts out to Valerie.
Denise Jones.
Valerie has big. Yeah, but Valerie
I like
big
that record
media.
you did for her too. Valerie Denise Jones. She look crazy, man. But seriously,
so
I dig like when you had so much energy on the show with me and Buggy, and you was a great. I mean, I never been on your show. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen your Instagram, and I've checked out a couple episodes. And Valerie always calls me when she needs me for the Judge Joe Brown show or whoever show. But all those shows, I listen. Like I don't like to talk, especially with all them heavyweights on there. But you started talking a lot. Like, and I like what you say because you kind of. I don't have to say nothing because you said what I.
Where can we find this?
This is on.
Just curious.
YouTube.
Right. It's everywhere. Just go to Google, type in Boss Radio Live.
And
we're like on iTunes.
Just so our listeners can know, you know what I mean? So our listeners can like log on and know.
Our actual show is on the Funky Contradiction page. Our actual show that we did with me, him, and Buggy is on my page. It's on. I got it shared everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, and then from there you could just click on other things. And just go back to find other. I guess like what you call them, back episodes or whatever. They'll lead you to other links, but. You was so when we in with these big politics and she'll be like, why you ain't say nothing? I said, because Phelo said what I needed to say. You and that other guy, I can't think of his name right now, but he's a boxer.
Nate.
Yeah, you and Nick. Nate. Y'all be killing it. Yeah. So I'll listen. Yeah. But I said, and then next thing I know, that voice of Phelo and that big opinion started becoming radio show hosts. Is that how it happened?
Right. Well, like I always been outspoken, so music been my therapy. So I was one of the people, I always got kicked out of school, you know what I'm saying, for talking back. Like I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, period. That's always been me. But as I grew older, I learned how to do it with tact. But to get into radio, Valerie has big media. She's more of the talk show, more politics, hot topics. Myself, I'm music all day long, and I love music. But I'm versatile. I pay attention to what's going on, so I can speak on any subject. But what I love doing that I can talk about in my sleep, beyond the shadow of a doubt, is music all day long. So Valerie, when she came along, I was just strictly doing music. And she was like, why don't you get you a radio show and start playing your own music, right? And so she jumped behind me and started doing it. She started putting everything together, logos, graphics. She just started going like crazy. And so I was just really forced in the radio, really, because I knew I wanted to do something, but I wanted to do it in music. But I didn't understand. I didn't have the knowledge or the foresight to know that, okay, if you do radio, you could play your own music and build your own fan base. You feel what I'm saying? You could just build your own people. The people who come, they'll come for you because you just playing your own music, and so you can draw your own fans. But one thing about me, it's hard for me to be consistent with just playing my stuff, because I like to help people. I like to help other people. So the radio allows me to do that.
I play me last. They be like, why you ain't play your old record? I be like, man, I wasn't even thinking about that. I just wanted to get my man on. I want to get my guy on. I want to get homie, or, whoever on. But I was just like really bugged out because you're good at it. I mean, I guess we as rappers, like I like to host shows. Like I don't necessarily have to perform at the show. I can actually be the host of the night. And that was cool to me. And I learned from, like I told you, like I learned from Keith from Up the Block, who gave me some good solid advice this week. And also Crazy Man that was just here.
Snook Chaos.
Snook Chaos. Man, I can't forget Snook Chaos. Sorry,
He's a funny motherfucker.
But they showed me that I could have personality and have my bars. So I kind of learned. But what got me on was TV. Like when I did get on like a popular video show in Philadelphia, Urban Expression, I had to be forced into it because I was like, man, I'm a rapper, man. I ain't trying to be on nobody TV every week. And you got to do this every week. And it was like, fool, when you sitting around and you don't have a record out, when you don't have no brand new record out, you on TV in everybody's living room every week. Like, this is your commercial.
It's promotion.
This is your promotion. This is your avenue. This is your platform. Have you found it to be? I found it to be that way. I just didn't do it in a while until I got back into radio because I didn't never want to go back to TV. And I'm done with movies. I don't want to do no more movies.
Just so you know, since I started doing this show, every artist or whatever that we interview, I meet, whatnot. Of course, I listen to their stuff after this. So like I've broadened my musical horizon like.
The funny thing, and I don't be listening to no, like if you whack, man, I'll be like
all this week. Just so you know, I'll be playing you all this week.
I ain't pushing no artist that's gonna be flooded into somebody else's ear and they whack. So like you got to know Philo's a dope artist.
But that's what I'm saying. Just so you know, while I'm cleaning my house and cooking, I'll be listening to you all this week in my ears.
I ain't mad at that.
I appreciate it.
Last week it was Snook Chaos. For real, I'm being serious.
Video shoot for Snook Chaos.
Because you know what I mean? I can't, like, I out of respect for you guys, like, you guys took time to, like, respect us enough to, like, come on the show. So, like, the least I could do is listen to your shit, like.
So, hey, Mike, play that other clip, the first clip. I want you to explain this.
I'm on it.
Okay.
Mike is the fucking man. Mike is the best.
Let's get this going. All right.
For real.
The little video clip. You know what I'm talking about.
The little video clip.
I don't know what it is.
Mike. You got a video? Wait. You gave me 2 songs. You got a visual?
Yeah, it's a social media premiere video.
You know what?
If I could play it on my phone, I know you
like
can
a
play
married
it on.
Couple.
I know you can play it on this super duper computer.
Yes. Tell me what it is. I'll go find it.
It's called social media premiere video. Head MP4. It's on the email. Don't worry. We'll play it.
Give me a little bit of slack here. I had everything else for you.
Cool. I thought you had. You probably thought I was just playing the music in the picture. I said, no, we do it all, man. We are media moguls.
All right. Tell me a little bit behind the scenes. Explain to me where I need to find this. YouTube and search what?
Oh, no. I don't know. It's in the email.
No, he's asking him. He's asking him what he can search on YouTube because it's quicker and easier for him to just...
Oh, is it? I don't know if it's on. I don't know if it's on.
Instead of him going into his email and doing all
that. If it's not on YouTube, I can't get it right now. Sorry, I apologize.
Oh, that's all
let me say I did something wrong.
No, it's in the.
I got the 2 songs. I didn't see the other video.
It's in the email, but in the meantime, you can play the other song.
I apologize. I'm going to get a talking to after the show. Supreme's going to
right.
come down on
I
me.
can beat him again. I can start beating people again if you like.
Before you get into the other song, let me just say this though. The clip that was about to be played was Hood, the song that you all heard earlier, that you all played earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And again, shouts out to Mr. Kinfolk. Shouts out to Lala and Peasy and Lala. That song is in Fifth Ward, the series, episode 5, which just aired this past Thursday. So it's out on the UMC channel right now, which is the Urban Movie channel. So if you go to the Urban Movie channel, season 2, episode 5, you can hear Hood, the song in that series. Right. So shouts out to the people that was involved. Shouts out to Charlie Mack. Appreciate you, the music supervisor that was over the Fifth Ward. So I appreciate everybody, man. So much love.
Now, is that Fifth Ward for Texas, or is it for like New Orleans?
Houston, Texas.
Okay.
No, Houston, Texas.
That's what I know. There's a couple Ninth Ward, a couple Fifth Wards in different southern places. But yeah, I didn't know if it was. But yeah, Fifth Ward is definitely Texas, Houston, Texas. That good city. Yeah. I love it down there.
I really never left like the East Coast or, the tri-state area. I've been to Florida a couple times, but that's about it. But I was a little kid.
Well, that's South.
It was Disney.
Ain't too much hood going on in Disney, but you know, you got like I try to go to every hood, you know, and not even to be the tough guy, but I just be wanting to see where my people's at. You know what I'm saying? Like I know everything good is always in the hood when you come in there the right way.
I live right next to Camden, New Jersey. Like I literally live a
That's
mile. I live next. I literally live down the street from Fairview.
That's like going to North Philly for me.
But I'm saying like,
but I got to cross a bridge to get there. But anyway,
when I was in school, man. When I was in school, in high school, one of the high school players I really liked, DeJuan Wagner. He came from Camden, New Jersey.
Oh,
and I remember him because he scored 100 points in one game, and so he ended up coming to play for the University of Memphis because his father, Milt Wagner, was a coach. Yeah, but he scored 100 points in high school.
Yo, it's something in the water. And Camden, New Jersey basketball players and Chester, PA basketball players.
I was just gonna say another. I went to high school. I went to Overbrook with this kid that went on to play basketball. Overbrook, from Lindenwold, New Jersey.
So do you have you been traveling? I know with the COVID and everything, it probably slowed everybody. Radio is probably the perfect thing for us now that we have COVID and everything going on. Like, do you miss traveling and going from different cities and doing your music on the road? Well, you like if it don't come back, it just don't come back. I'm happy withdrawals. Really. I'm withdrawing.
But I don't miss it really because I got a 6-year-old.
Oh,
so
man. I'll be trying to get the hell away from it. I had me some 6 years old too. I was like, I'm out.
Real quick, crazy. I gotta interject. The video got to 25-second video. Is that what you wanted to play?
Yeah.
All right, I got it queued up. I was able to make some shit happen.
See, I would have been like, shit, I'm done. I'm good with it. But Mike gonna let it happen. I just want you to see the visual of this.
Right. So let's play this.
And it tells where it's gonna be played on the Fifth Ward series. Right. Wait, check it out.
So let me play this real fast for you guys. I hope I got it all queued up correctly.
Yeah.
Head Music presents HOOD off their debut compilation album, Mr. Kinfolk Streets and Sheets Volume 1, performed by Peasy Alala, featuring Phelo The Great. This smash single can also be heard in the television series Fifth Ward Season 2, currently airing on the UMC channel.
There you go. I got it.
Thank you, sir. Hey, quick question. Was that girl in that clip Maya? Is that Maya?
I was just about
Maya. Yeah,
the singer.
Maya is one of the stars of Fifth Ward, as well baby. As Carl Anthony Payne.
My other baby.
Yeah, and Sturgis, Gary Sturgis. He's in there as well.
Dope. So that's why I just wanted everybody to see that we ain't playing with no lightweights here. We playing with some heavyweights, man. Phelo, you're doing a great thing. So you really don't miss the road. You don't miss touring. I mean, I like being with my kids.
Because I got a 6-year-old,
getting away from
man.
them sometimes.
And I get to be I get to be with my baby, man.
No, that's beautiful. That's man shit right there. That's man stuff right there, baby.
But she the only one, so she get. If I'm not there, I go crazy because I had separation anxiety. So I ain't with her.
Nah, you good. So this might be your perfect profession, like
right.
Phelo the Great,
so it allows me to do radio.
Exactly, radio extraordinaire.
So COVID was a blessing in disguise.
Right. Well, I was already on COVID before COVID.
Right. I see.
I was already staying in the house doing
He was a stay-at-home dad.
I was already chilling. I was already.
Do you have you have an in-home studio? Like I see you got a nice little mic there.
Yeah. I got the backdrop mic. I really don't record it. This is pretty much just for radio. You know, all the radio set up.
I'm gonna get me one. I'm tired of coming over here.
You know what I'm saying?
He lies.
Yo, for Phelo, I'm gonna be honest with you. We are sweet. Now, when I thought we was together, we are opposites, man. Like I be wanting to get out. I can't wait to get over here. And it's not far. I'm only about 20 minutes away. So I mean, just me getting out the house, coming to Toxic Radio, talking my talk. And if I can get somebody in studio, that way we. Because this only reason I like this new thing that we doing, right, is because I see you and it's clear, and you like I hate all that glitching and that other stuff that we was using, man. Was like Liz couldn't get on the phone on one thing we was doing. I hate virtual talking to people, but with this situation, whatever this VMix or VD, whatever we got
VD, oh my God,
we all got VD.
I would hope not.
Whatever we got going on here is doing great, cause like you right in the room, like, and it's so clear and it's perfect for especially for artists that are out of town, but anybody that can make it on a promotional tour. I like to be in studio. I miss being on promo tours. I miss going to city to city.
I miss recording. No, I ain't gonna lie. I miss recording because that's where I get my everything at. Like being in the studio, being amongst the people, being in that environment. That's what I miss the most is recording.
And I never like that fly the track thing. I never like that. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah,
it's
I
like
don't
your
like that
therapy.
either.
But if we needed a song together, we had to do it. It could be done, and I don't mind it. If we needed a guest from Nashville, Tennessee, that is not going to be in Philadelphia, this is perfect. Especially if they got you got the hookup though. You know, some people call and they be having their little Android phone set up, and they be it's just a mess.
Right.
I can't wait till the world come back, man. So other than that. Are there going to be any more Phelo the Great albums, or are you going to just do your singles and feature on other artists? You coming out with another full length?
Well, what I did now, I didn't create it some in Nashville now. So if y'all listening to Nashville, and shout out to everybody tuned in via my live, shared this live. So everybody watching live, dope, share it with somebody else because they need to hear this message. But
please.
I just created a platform called Creators Collab. And now what I'm getting ready to get into is all genres of music. If you a dope artist, you in Nashville, you do urban music, R&B, hip hop music, then I'm bringing everybody together. And what we're going to do is just start creating music. You know what I'm saying? And take that music and pitch it and then put it out ourselves. But we get a chance to actually, number one, it provides a family environment. Number two, you putting some of the dopest songwriters and producers together to see what they can come up with. And then number three, it's control. They keep their money. It's split. We do split sheets up front. So now we helping to create your independence where you'll be able to do it yourself and you don't have to split your money. So if you wrote the majority of it, even though somebody was in the room, they might get 5%, but you're going to get the majority of that song because it's your thoughts, but you fed off somebody. Somebody might told you put this word right there and you did it and it stuck. They're owed something. I'm sorry. They're owed something. So these are the things that we focus on because when you do that, every song you make is an asset. Yeah. It might not be put out right now, but every song you make is an asset because it can be put out 2 to 3 years from now and actually do something. So these are the things that we're doing, what I'm doing now. Also, I do have new music coming. I'm working on process of working on some right now. Album right now. I got about 2 songs done off the new album. Working on 3 and 4 now, but right now is Hood. That's in the 5th Ward. So that's getting traction. And then we working with artists. We just did an EP with Empress Ali out of Mississippi. So shout out to Empress too. So Empress Ali, she'll be, y'all look her up. She'll be doing music, but we just did an EP with her. And so I'm just gonna continue to make this dope music and put it out.
So with the I guess with the since you are pro COVID, no, nah, well, you know what I'm saying. I just got to get out the side.
That's so smart though.
Nah, it's
helping
safe.
all the music.
And what I like about it is you're doing good business with these artists. Like you're showing them split sheets, copyrights, publishing.
Right.
Like I was just going through my room today, cleaning up, just getting rid of all this. You know how much. And this is stuff within the rest of the last 5 to 10 years that I'm throwing away. Stuff we don't even use the technology that like pencil and paper and things like that. Like I got like a drawer full of lyrics that I probably would never. They probably never be any good to me until they get published as a book or something. Because lyrics are going so fast on the computer and on the iPhone or whatever, or just off the top of the head. But it's like. It's just the cable box that was like the old cable box. Like nobody, I got a VCR with video. When we lose a videotape again?
What got me is I had notebooks and I lost them. You know, when somebody steal them and all your rhymes in there, you can't get them back. That's gone. So
Eminem
I started
like 10 grand.
Now I write on Google Docs.
Right.
I use Google Docs now. So if you steal anything, my rhyme's still there. I can go to the cloud and get it from anybody's phone.
Remember Eminem lost his rap book on the plane, and he had a fit because that was his whole album written. And he had to, I think he offered somebody like $20,000 if they find it and turn it back in. That's how bad he wanted them notebooks.
Right.
And I looked at all them pieces of paper. Can't get it back. I remember I wrote a rhyme and just wrote the rhyme. Right. Oh, it was the dopest rhyme in the world. And the wind came and took the rhyme away. Literally blew the rhyme in the sky. And I had to, it took almost a brain aneurysm to remember exactly. I think I wrote it better than what I did originally, but still, it was just like that process of, what was that word that rhymed? How did I end this line? I was in pain. It was a painful thing. And that was just it probably landed on somebody's front door. It don't mean nothing to them or whatever. But that was just the days of the notebooks. And like, it's just technology is so dope now. Even what we
now you just say, Alexa, record me.
Alexa, record me, do my 16. Right. Alexa. Turn on Phelo The Great. You know what I mean? And then like my daughter get fascinated when she say Supreem and the New Experience and Queen of the Wobble comes on. She's like, that blows her mind. You are famous. I told you I'm famous. Alexa know who I am. Shit. You know what I mean? She better know me. I put a lot of work in this game, man. And I want to know how can the people get in touch with you? Because I like that what you're doing though. I mean, is that for you said for any genre, but is that for artists outside of the South or Memphis or like people that's like everywhere?
What I'm gonna
California to Philadelphia?
I'm gonna take it on the road. My arms stretched long because I was in the military.
Okay.
So I ain't too many places I can't go that I don't know nobody. But I'm gonna take it on the road. I'm starting here with Nashville. We did our first one August 1st. It was dope. So now we're going to continue to do it. And shouts out to the people involved, to Mr. Kinfolk, Andrew, Calvin, and George. You know what I'm saying? So that's my team with the Creators Collab. We gonna put out the music, man, show them how to do it. And my goal with it is to be known for and have a partnership with labels to where they can partner with me and they can come buy some of this music. Right, for their artists, because we putting out music. I got the dopest songwriters and the dopest producers. That's what I'm on.
So you're gonna be like CEO, executive producer.
He's a boss,
right? Pretty much that, and pretty much keep the opportunities, like my networking, like the plugs I have, the networks, the people I have accumulated over the years. Now I want to go ahead and use this opportunity because I like I like the behind the scenes more so than I like the forefront. Because the behind the scenes, you touch the money fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
now you real.
That's all Mike's department.
You know what
the behind the scenes is all Mike.
You touch the money faster.
Funny thing though, man, I think that's my problem. That's why I'm like, I ain't rich yet. Because I never cared about the money. I was so busy trying to be famous. But I was like, all the famous people is broke or dead.
Right.
I'm following the wrong philosophy. So I had
most of them didn't get famous until they were dead.
Exactly. So I had to flip the script and get on my business, which I got it later on in life. Like I want money. And I do want to be known. I want to be notoriety. I want to be known for my work. I want my works to go out into the atmosphere and touch a lot of people. But I need to be paid for what I do because nothing that we do is cheap. None of this stuff in this radio station, that mic in front of you is not no cheap mic. Them headphones, the picture behind you, somebody had to pay for those graphics, man. So yes, we need to be compensated for everything we do. I mean, I don't want to rob nobody. Robbery, fair exchange, whatever that's slogan.
What is it?
Fair swap, no swindle.
There you go. That's all I want.
Fair swap, no
swindle. There you go. Fair square. Everything.
Can that be the name of this episode?
What is fair? What is it?
Because I don't even know, but I liked it.
Yeah.
Fair swap.
Fair swap, no swindle.
Okay.
Mike is writing it down. The Everything Man. my Valerie Denise Jones. Kind of cute there, Mike.
Hey.
Valerie's a former model, so you got a lot to compete with. Hey, check this out. Give me all your socials and your social media and everything where we can get in touch with you, man. It's been a pleasure.
How people can follow you.
Yeah. And not only follow.
That right there. Just Google me.
Look at that commercial.
Phelo The Great.
Everything right there. See, I can't do that. Everything right
Phelo The
here.
Great.
He said I can't do that.
I got the man on my back. Every time I point at something to say toxicradio.net, he the first one to get to the money. I'm breaking ties with this. I'm gonna give me a radio station. I'm gonna start that joint. It's gonna be called Supreem Toxic Network.
Supreem Toxic
Network. If my name ain't a part of it, I don't want to be because I want to be able to do like this. If you want to Google me, point up. That was slick. He one up me on that one. he straight played it.
I was like,
how you get in touch with me? Right here.
Phelo The Great.
I like that.
Phelo The Great.
Everything Phelo The Great.
That's definitely a can I just say that was definitely a stoner thought, right?
No, that was a good thought.
Right.
No, he was probably like,
that was a Pepsi thought. He thought of that.
Yo, I had some of my best ideas when I'm just saying.
Who are these white people behind me, man?
Hey, shout out to all the smokers too.
Oh yeah.
Much love to all the smokers.
Is it legal down there?
And let me much love.
Is legal?
Is that who?
Is it legal down in Nashville?
No.
I need here neither.
No,
it's medical here.
Yeah, medical. Yeah, I'm sure it's medical there too, right? All them musicians down there better be.
There's no medicinal.
No tolerance.
No nothing.
Pennsylvania got something over the world.
Pennsylvania is recreational.
Hey man, be safe out there because they trying to lock you up for any little dumb stuff. So anybody, a little bit of weed.
New Jersey, they just passed. If you get caught with less than 2 ounces, it's a $50 fine.
Yeah. See, that's the good thing about Tennessee. It's decriminalized.
They
so
decriminalize
they
it. That's
give
what they
you
did here
right. They
All
decriminalize,
nice.
so you can get caught with so much, and it's a citation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to lock you up. They're not trying to because it's too much going on, especially with the pandemic. They letting people out of jail. Think they gonna lock somebody up for a joint? Come on, man.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But man, it's been
Nobody
a
got
pleasure.
time for that.
Look at Joe Exotic. They're letting him out.
Is it?
I think so.
Are they really letting Joe Exotic out? The Tiger King. I'm sorry, I was hooked on the Tiger King. That's part of my COVID. I got on Netflix and went crazy with the Tiger King.
Yeah,
he was hilarious.
He funny.
I would let him out.
Funny.
He ain't kill nobody. I think he just
He did. What are you talking about? He killed 5 tigers. Endangered.
Oh, they ain't people. No, I'm just
And he tried to get a hit out on Carol Baskin. I mean, fuck Carol Baskin.
He didn't kill her. Is she dead?
She killed her husband, though. She did feed that. She fed that motherfucker to a tiger.
Either way, man. Shout out to Joe the Tiger King, man. He was funny as hell.
They say she put him through the little meat.
The meat processor grinded him up and fed him. I absolutely believe that.
Next show, we're going to be talking about Carol Baskin and the Tiger King. That's going to be our next topic for next show.
Oh, my God. Maybe we could try to interview her.
That would be dope.
Hey, but I really like y'all setup, man.
That's dope in here. Hey, I don't know none of these people behind me though. I can't point up and find my name.
Okay, these are all that's Whitney Payton.
Well, she cool.
And you know Whitney Payton. Don't even say you
like
don't
these
know
musicians.
Whitney
No offense to D. Snyder and everybody else behind me.
White Snake.
I want to see something to say Supreme the Resurrection. My girl just said good marketing on your part. I don't have good. Well, I guess I do got good marketing for ToxicRadio.net. Man behind the plan. Anyway, man. God. I love you, man. Take it easy.
We got to get Supreme a banner now for Christmas.
Yeah, man. We got to do something, make a little backdrop for me just for the. We gonna do it. Mike will have it by next week. He'll be like,
"Yo, I need some of that. I need some of that Memphis, Nashville bud. That's what I need because
you need some barbecue.
I love barbecue.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
So bud and barbecue.
Oh my God, that sounds like the best time ever.
Yeah.
When we come down Nashville, we'll get some of that.
Hey, Supreme.
Yes,
Supreme, we need to do that though, for real. While you playing, we need to go ahead and do that. Ain't nobody doing that. I don't know nobody that have a Bud barbecue.
A Bud barbecue,
Bud
right?
and barbecue.
For real.
Right,
actually,
we do it right here. Right, it's created right here. It was put into the ether, and it can't be done till we pull it out.
Let's just so you guys know, I've been cooking with cannabis.
And she cooks the cannabis with the bud and the barbecue.
I make canna butter and all that stuff.
Right, with the butter. But it's all in the butter. It's all in the butter.
It's a butter, baby.
Yeah.
All in the butter.
That's what's up, man. Hey, yo, thank you. Don't be a stranger.
Absolutely
not. You know damn well we won't be a stranger with you. And Phelo the Great, everybody, man. Thank you for calling in. It's been a great show.
It was awesome having
Mike,
you.
This how real I am. I don't want to go out with my song, right? Can we go out with the Phelo the Great joint?
ValerieDeniseJones.com.
Valerie Denise Jones. Let's go out with that CeeLo, the last CeeLo record.
Contact Valerie. All right,
much y'all.
Love too, man. Mike, Elizabeth, much love, Supreme. Appreciate
Thank you, brother.
Wonderful meeting you.
Yes, sir. All right. Listen to that soul, man.
I speak with a positive tone.